Hey friends, what's up? Philip here with Points of Philip, and I'm coming to you again with some actually huge news that really could impact your travel game. So we're going to be talking about the new Rakuten leak slash rumor issued as released by the Doctor of Credit. So they actually brought screenshots to the table. So while I was not able to find the same information, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the fact that this could be true, and then we can figure out in what that actually means for people like you. So before we get into that, I want to ask you guys to like and subscribe. Doing that helps me and YouTube know that what I'm doing is helpful. And that in turn helps more people to actually view this content. So I would appreciate your help with that. Okay, let's get into the big news. So first of all, if you're not familiar with Rakuten, Rakuten is a cashback portal that actually allows you to earn membership reward points in addition to cashback. So you have two current options right now. However, this news today is revealing that Rakuten will actually allow you to transfer your points or your cash back to Bilt points. So Rakuten is rumored to be adding Bilt as a transfer partner for your cashback on Rakuten. So that is huge. And so we'll talk about how huge that is in a minute. But basically, so Rakuten is a cashback portal that allows you to do a whole range of things. So we're going to talk a little bit about Rakuten right now. So I'm just on my homepage here. You can see that I have about 4,500 points. Actually, it's kind of hidden by the thing, but I have about 4,500 points waiting for me so far. And you can see here, so you actually have a lot of these different kind of vendors here, and these are when you buy direct. Now there are some issues here, like Belk, right? So this is a kind of a department store. Then you have Eufy, so if you're really into security cameras and things like that. Brooks Brothers, Reef, Tommy John, Temu, Macy's, and then of course SoFi is really solid. Now you can see here that these are 10x, 10x, 25,000 points, and not cash back. And so the reason why I do that is because I actually get membership reward points for using Rakuten. So we're actually going to go ahead and go through and I'm going to show you some of the reasons why I really like this. So basically, if I click into Lululemon, it shows you 10x points as activated. And what's really great about this is, first of all, I can sign up with a new email address to get 15% off if I want to. And then I get 10% cash back or 10x on everything here. But with this shop, so if I'm actually shopping on Lululemon, I can log in with my own credentials, which means I get, access to free shipping, a lot of things like that. And so a lot of retailers will give you free shipping if you log into their portal, like for example, Brooks Brothers, right? Brooks Brothers, if you create a membership account with them, you get free shipping on every single order. And that actually can add up because a lot of the reasons we shop on Amazon is because we're looking to save on shipping, right? Because we're probably Prime subscribers, right? We are looking for not only a great deal, but we're looking to save money on shipping. You don't have to worry about that when it comes to Rakuten. So if you're taking a look at how things are actually working, if you see how things are actually working, right, you have to click into this link on Rakuten, and there's a Rakuten app too, and this allows you to actually go through and finish everything else. Now, the problem with Rakuten is that if you have another shopping portal kind of link, so I have Capital One offers or Capital One shopping on my browser as well, and so if I activate that one, it shuts down my Rakuten, and so you need to make sure that you're actually using the right discount portal that you want to use for this cash back. And so right now they're having a lot of huge deals. They also have a lot of really huge multipliers during during the Black Friday shopping period, right? There's a lot of really, really solid deals. So if you're not someone who has Rakuten, and if you want cash back, right? There's a link in the description below. It does help out the channel, but it also helps you out too. So you get some cash back. I get a little bit of points back, right? But if you sign up for that, then it can help you get set up with all of these things, and you can get set up with this transfer to either membership rewards points with Amex or with Bilt points. Now, let's get into the transfer partners with Bilt points and why that might be important, right? So we just broke down Rakuten. We're going to talk about Bilt and why we might actually care about that. So we are going to discuss, let's see here. I did the wrong thing. All right, so we're going to zoom in a little bit actually. so we can see this a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so we see that there are some usual suspects, right? So we have Avianca is pretty prolific. Virgin, it's a little disingenuous that they have Virgin and okay. So they just had because I saw it at the one last page they had Virgin Red and Virgin Atlantic, but it looks like they just have the Virgin Red, which is Virgin Atlantic. It's the same loyalty program, so that's pretty prolific. Qatar is getting a little bit more around. Japan Airlines is really solid. So Capital One added Japan Airlines, and Japan Airlines is 1-to-1 with Bilt, which is actually better than the Capital One thing. We see Iberia, which is Avios, British Airways, Aer Lingus are all Avios. TAP Air Portugal is actually pretty solid as well. But then we see some interesting things like United and Southwest. And so United and Southwest are, with the exception of Bilt, exclusive transfer partners of Chase Ultimate Rewards. And so if you're someone who is flying a lot of Southwest points or even United, then these Bilt points are not bad, right? You may be interested in actually converting your Rakuten cashback to Bilt points because this can actually help you quite a bit. And of course, we also see something very interesting, and that's the Atmos, Alaska Airlines, and Hawaiian Airlines transfer partner right here. And so, famously, this was a transfer partner of American Express up until this summer. And so, when Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines merged, they became Atmos Rewards over a little period of time. But they canceled that transfer. So you actually could transfer to Hawaiian Airlines from American Express and then from Hawaiian to Alaskan. And so I actually moved 200,000 points over. And so, that's nice. But if I wanted to boost that, I don't really have a way to, kind of earn those points anymore. And so you can actually, in a very direct way, convert your shopping trips into Alaska Airlines points. And the reason why we care about Alaska Airlines points is because you can book American Airlines with really, really favorable partners, but you can also go overseas for 45,000 points in business class. And, there's a lot of really solid options on American. And then, there's amazing, amazing opportunities. It is one of the preeminent kind of point systems out there. Like if you want to fly an American first class, that's 15,000 points currently with Atmos. And so that's huge. That is just a huge deal. Now, let's take a look at the hotel transfer partners because there's actually a decent amount. And it's definitely worth thinking about, right? So we see Accor Live Limitless, which is actually pretty familiar, right? It's starting to get around a little bit. Accor is a European-based kind of hotel loyalty program. Really actually gives you great access to Fairmont hotels. Like there's one in Quebec that I really would like to visit. And that's solid. Hilton Resorts is a transfer of 1-to-1. Hyatt is a transfer partner of 1-to-1. And so if you're looking for ways to kind of augment your Chase points, being able to transfer your Bilt points or your Rakuten cash back into Hyatt points, that can really, really work for you. It's also going to be 1-to-1 with Marriott and 1-to-1 with IHG. I would definitely recommend just putting those out of your mind. You will not need to be using them. All right. So this is exciting for you, like this change of Rakuten being able to convert to Bilt points is exciting for you if you're someone who regularly flies with United, Southwest, or you use Alaska's transfer partners. If you're someone who, even if you're using it to augment like Air France or something like that, like that's not as exciting. It wouldn't be as big of a reason to transfer to Bilt specifically because, well, you already have access to those transfer partners through American Express, through Capital One. There's a lot of different people that transfer to those programs. And so if you're excited about the Bilt program, it's because you're excited about Hyatt. It's because you're excited about United, Southwest, or even Atmos, right? So those things are what's going to make this transfer a huge deal. Now, if you're someone who's interested in actually transferring your points to Hilton, well, American Express might actually still be your best option. So let's go ahead and go into the American Express transfer partners here. So you can see here that there are 17 airlines and 3 hotels. So you can see Aeromexico, Aer Lingus, Aeroplan, Flying Blue, ANA. We have a huge list, right? Cathay Pacific is also there. Delta Sky Miles is essentially kind of if you're flying Delta, then you definitely want to make sure you're transferring to American Express. Hilton Honors is 1 to 2, and if you recall, with those Bilt points, it was 1 to 1. So if you're someone who does staying at Hilton's, and that might be you, then this change really doesn't impact you very much. So that's important to note too. So when you're setting up your account, or when this rolls out and you're able to choose between Bilt and American Express, you really need to take a step back and think about what it is you actually want to do with your points, right? So you need to figure out, okay, first of all, what ecosystems do I primarily earn in? What kind of spend do I do, right? So if I am someone who likes to do a lot of domestic travel, then these Bilt points can be more exciting, because Southwest is very easy to use points for. United is very easy to use points for, right? Hyatts are really good, easy to get good value, and they're pretty good. There's a pretty decent coverage in the United States, and so. But if you're someone who's trying to do a little bit more international travel, then depending on where you might go, Bilt still might work out, but it might be better to do American Express specifically. In addition to, if you're someone who uses American Express cards a lot, you can actually use Rakuten to kind of augment that kind of point accumulation. And so the Bilt deal is huge, right? It's huge that this is a new kind of transfer partner, but it's only important to you if you're someone who regularly transfer to Hyatt, right? And most of your cards, say, are with Chase, right? So then you definitely want to make sure you're transferring to Bilt points and not American Express. But if you're someone who likes to travel, say, with Delta, right, you're going to want American Express. And so you're going to have to want to make sure that you're actually kind of working through everything, but, just, kind of plan out how this is going to work for you guys. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me on this little thing. And I'm excited about this change, and I kind of curious to hear what you have to say about it. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this change, if you think it's anything, if you think it's a big deal, and I can't wait to see you guys until next time. Bye.